part of an orthopedic bed? Okay. What are the parts of an orthopedic bed? This is the orthopedic bed or the Balcom frame. Balcom frame. Okay, parts of an orthopedic bed, we have the 4 vertical bars, 2
horizontal bars, 1 diagonal bar, 3 pulleys,
1, 2, 3. The overhead trapeze.
overhead trapeze,
There should be one here with the straight bar in here to prevent from moving. And we have one curved bar in here on the foot part. And of course we have a firm mattress
firm
and
mattress.
a structure board. Okay, so those are the parts of the orthopedic for Balcom frame. Okay, so we are going to also enumerate the equipment used for the balance skeleton function. The one here is we have the rest splint.
Rest splint. Rest splint.
And then
Thomas.
the Thomas splint.
Thomas splint.
This is the lateral view of the Thomas splint, and then medial.
Shorter yung medial. Where the singit will be placed.
Lateral
Or
view,
where?
medial view, and then the lateral. Other scale.
Scale.
And also we have the person's attachment.
Pearson's attachment.
PEA, Pearson's attachment. And then, of course, we have the Steinman pin.
Steinman pin.
Inserted from the skin down to the bone, up to the other side of the skin. Steinman pin, and we have the Steinman pin holder. Steinman pin and Steinman pin holder. And also we have the bowler brown. Brown bowler.
Brown bowler.
The one that is
Bowler
the leg.
brown.
Bowler brown. B-O-W-L-E-R. Brown is B-R-A-U-N. Bowler brown. Brown bowler. And we have
Bowler brown. Whatever.
some slings in here. We have the longer sling and the shorter sling. Okay, we have the 3 kinds of rope here. This is the thigh rope.
Shortest.
Rope. And then
Thigh.
the longer rope is the traction
Longer
rope.
is the traction rope.
And then
Longest
the longest
is
rope
the
is
suspension rope.
okay. Thigh rope. Traction rope. And
Suspension rope.
then also we have 2 kinds of weight bag in here. This is the traction weight bag and suspension. And the suspension weight. Traction weight bag is 10% of the
10% of patient's body weight.
It is heavier than the suspension weight. Okay? 10% of the patient's body weight. Traction weight bag. And also we have the suspension weight bag, which is 50% of the 10%.
Of 50% of the traction.
50% of the traction weight bag. Okay? Suspension weight bag. And of course we have the footboard. Okay, what is the function of the purpose of
Prevent
foot drop.
Yes, foot drop. Okay? Thomas pin, personal attachment, rest pin, Steinman pin holder, Steinman pin, bowler rope, thigh rope, traction rope, suspension rope, and the slings, the pin and the clips or the safety pins, the footboard, suspension weight bag, traction weight bag. Okay, so we already assembled
And the
those
patient.
that you can use during the application of the balance skeleton function. Okay, so of course before you prepare anything, you have to confirm first the order of the doctor. We have to know whether there is a doctor's order that the patients will be on the balance skeletal function. And then, of course, we have to explain the procedure to the patient also. The purposes of traction. Purposes of traction. So that,
First,
what do we need to explain? Okay. The patient will know the process, prepare himself, and also he should, okay, when you explain well to the patient will cooperate, right? Okay. So what are the purposes of traction again? Immobilization.
support.
Support.
Good body alignment.
Structure.
Reduce structure.
Pain and muscle spasm.
Good body
Structure. Provide good body alignment. Correct deformity. Okay, those are the six.
Correct
Okay,
deformity.
what do you mean by traction again? Traction is an act of pulling.
Act of pulling or
associated with counter traction.
act of pulling
Okay, assuming that the patient has already been
or drawing associated with counter traction.
no, patient was already explained to him the purposes of traction, so we are now ready to start with the process of the balance skeletal traction. Of course, this one you cannot, no? This instrument you have to mount it in the nurse's station. No? So you have to bring this apparatus to the nurse's station. Okay? Assuming that we are already in the nurse's station, okay, we are now going to start with the mounting of the Thomas splint, the wrist splint, and the person's attachment. Okay, first we have to measure by the use of the thigh rope. We have to measure the length of the thigh of the patient. Okay, from the hip bone down to the knee joints.
Hip bone to knee joint.
Okay, hip bone down to the knees. Okay, do not just measure from the if this is the private parts of the patient, right? You cannot measure it there. You have to measure it in the lateral view. Okay? Hip bone down to the knee. Then, okay? The lateral part, we have to measure. I already measured the length of the thigh. So, and we're going to attach the personal attachment into the okay. Okay. So I am now going to attach it into the rest plate. This is not the mounted apparatus. Okay. So before we bring this apparatus to the patient's bedside, of course we are going to assemble or to use the slings. We are going to apply the slings on the mounted apparatus. But we should always remember that we have to follow the 5 principles in the application of slings. 5 principles in the application of the slings. One is
Not too tight.
not too tight,
Not too loose.
Why? Why do we have to apply it not too tight and not too loose? To follow the contour of the leg, especially when the patient's leg is bigger. Another one,
1 inch.
1 inch, the sling should be 1 inch in between to provide more ventilation. Okay, the third one, the popliteal
And the heel.
and the heel portion of the sling should be free from the popliteal and the heel portion should be free from any slings. This is the popliteal part of the leg, like the one that is inside. Okay, popliteal and the heel portion should be free from any slings. Okay, the fourth one is
Smooth and right side.
the longer sling should be applied into the thigh portion, and then the smaller one, the three smaller ones should be on the leg part. Okay, and then the last one is
Smooth and
the
right.
small, and the right side of the sling should always be in contact with the patient's skin. The small on the right side of the sling to provide to prevent from any skin irritation. Okay, so I am now going to start applying the slings. So I'll be applying first to the thigh portion. The bigger, the longer sling should be applied into the. Okay, from the medial. Okay, I should do it like this way. Okay, and then not too tight and not too loose. Unfold it nicely. Okay, not too tight and not too loose. And then apply the safety pins in here. Another one is 1 inch. The sling should be 1 inch in between to promote more ventilation. Okay, so it should be equal. And it should be equal. Okay, we are now going to apply the three slings onto the leg part. Okay, common mistake of the students in DR, if dito nila kinukuntinyo, no. The smaller one should be applied into the person's attachment. Okay? Third principle is the popliteal and the hip portion should be free from any slings. Okay? So this is not the popliteal area, should be free from any slings. And then the saw and the right side of the sling should be always in contact with the skin of the patient. Okay. So we are already applied the slings into the mounted apparatus. Before we bring this apparatus into the patient's bedside, okay, we are now going to attach the first rope, this is the tie rope, into the medial part of the scale ring. Why we need to apply it immediately before we transfer the patient's leg into the mounted Okay. 2. Okay? Kasi, if you already transferred the apparatus, the affected part into the mounted apparatus, you can no longer what? Apply the tie rope. Okay, so I am now going to apply it into the medial part of the scale ring. Okay, I'm now going to use what kind of a knot is here? Slip knot. Okay, slip knot. How will I apply the slip knot? Okay, you can come. Okay. Okay. So it looks like a letter Q, right? And the end of this. Okay, I'm going to insert it like this. So it looks like now the square knot, right? Okay, so I am going to. Okay, make sure that the rope is always applied into the scale ring, not into this one. Because if you are going to apply it here, there is a tendency for the rope to slide. So it should be here. Okay, and I am going to okay, so this is now ready to use for use. We are now going to bring this apparatus into the patient's bedside. Okay? Okay, suppose the patient yes, this apparatus is already prepared. So we are now ready to transfer the affected part, affected leg to the mounted apparatus, assuming that we are already at the bedside. Okay? We need 3 manpowers to perform. Also transfer the affected leg to the mounted apparatus. 3 manpowers to perform.
3 man lang.
Okay? The first manpower, he should be the one to carry like this the apparatus, starting from the 3rd pulley. Okay, the position should be on the foot part of the patient. He should be the one to transfer or to insert the affected the apparatus into the affected leg of the patient. It is not the leg of the patient that will that is following the mounted apparatus. It's we. Okay, the first manpower should be the one to insert the apparatus into the affected leg. The second manpower, what about the second manpower?
Manual traction.
Okay, the second manpower should be the one to do the manual traction.
Towards the
And at the same time, he will be the one to pull the bowler bone during the transfer of the count of 3. Okay? And then, what about the third manpower?
to lift the affected area.
The third manpower should be the one to support the affected leg and lift the affected leg at the count of 3 during the transfer. Okay? So I need 2 more manpower.
2 more.
Magda and Mr. Nachib. Come forward. Okay, Mr. Ika will be the one to do the second. Wala kayo.
Dito kami sa anak ko.
You will be the one to do the manual traction, the second manpower. So when you do your manual, okay, and hold are going to pull the roller drum during the transfer.
Iba ako magsa.
Okay.
Yan.
Hindi.
Paano yung pull nila po?
Doon kami lagi sa ano ko ito mag yung English.
Okay, but of course we are going to instruct the patient. What should be your instruction to the patient before the transfer? Okay, Mr. Mandilacos, we are now ready to transfer your affected leg to the mounted apparatus. Will you please hold on to the overhead trapeze? Hold on the overhead trapeze. Flex
Flex.
the unaffected knee. And at the count of 3, you have to lift up your buttocks. And the 3 manpowers should do their work simultaneously. Okay? Hold on the overhead trapeze. Flex the unaffected knee. And at the count of 3, you have to lift your buttocks. And the 3 manpowers should do their work simultaneously. Okay? So, okay, position na kayo. Okay.
Dito na ako, ma'am. Tawa ka dito.
Oo, yan ang
Bisa
gagawin mo.
magkatalis na.
1, 2, 3.
sakit.
Mali na.
Okay, do not.
Mali nga.
Daka lang, Jenna.
Huwag ko na.
Okay, see, na-disarrange na yung ating Okay, we are going to fix it later. Okay, so what will be our
Jip.
next move after the transfer? What will be?
Ito. Secure.
Secure pin.
1.
Ay, no.
So I am now going to get the fraction row. Huh? And again, I will make another slip knot in here.
Mali yung nasip mo.
Okay, the manual traction should not be released until the traction weight bag is hung. Okay, so we are now going to hang the traction weight bag. The bag should be always at the level of the bed and it should be away from the pulley. Okay, so that if your rope is very long, just turn it like this. Here you can use any nut as long as it is rich. It will not be short. Okay, you can now release. Okay, so we are now going to rearrange again because the puffy charm and the hem portion should be free from any slings to prevent skin irritation. Okay, so next, after the hanging, after the application of the suspension, the traction rope, traction weight bag, we are now ready to remove the tie rope. And I apply it into the lateral side of the scale ring. Okay? Again, I am now going to make again another slip knot. Again, I am now going to use the traction rope. Again, another slip knot. Make sure that you are going to tie your slip knot into the mid part of the side. Okay. Okay, the traction rope should be always outside of the suspension rope should be always outside of the traction rope. Okay, this is the lateral, so this is the outside. Okay, it is always outside
Always
of
outside.
the traction rope. Suspension rope is always outside of the traction rope. And if you are going to, okay, and then the suspension rope is always applied under the rest plate. Why?
Tatanggalin mo na.
Oh, tatanggalin mo yun. If you are going to apply it over, you cannot remove it anymore. So it should be under the rest plate. Okay? So I am now going to make. Pwede kang dito ka. Okay, you are going to elevate the leg part. The leg part now. The leg of your okay, elevate. Okay. I am going to apply a club hitch knot in here. So that. Okay, the reason why we are going to elevate the leg part so that is when we remove the rest plate later, the traction will not be collapsed. Okay, so we are going to elevate. Okay, here. Okay, how to make a club hitch knot? How to make a club hitch knot?
Ikot-ikot.
Okay, club hitch. Okay, when you do your club hitch knot, it should be okay, and then
Nakaganito tayo.
tie it into the other side and secure it, and make another round, but it should be this time on the other side. Okay. So that it will not be slided. Okay. This is not a club hitch knot. Okay, I am going to repeat it. Up. Bayan. Okay. On the other side first.
Tanggalin natin.
Okay. And then, I'll make another turn on the other side. Then consume the weight.